Say hello and welcome back to 9 Years in China. Hope you're doing okay. I just got finished shooting my first little video of the day, talking about a picture, and today we're going to switch and talk about a mountain and a waterfall. In my time in Chuzhou Anhui, my house, and well, the whole city of Chuzhou, on one side you have what the Langya mountain. And Langya mountain is pretty famous in China. The famous drunkard pavilion is there at the foot of the waterfalls. There's a lot of story there. And even today there's a Chinese TV series about Langya. It takes place in the old days. Everything on China TV takes place in the old days. But it's a cool place. And I lived, all us teachers lived on the north campus, which is what I call the really scenic side of Langya, but it's all really beautiful. The south side is where the temple and everything, and the TV series, I think they center around the temple area and the drunkard pavilion stuff. But anyhow, Langya, I could walk in 15 or 20 minutes. I'd already be going through the gates at the headquarters there. And I had a little free pass. Since I lived there in China, I could go to Langya as often as I wanted and no money, which was good as a photographer. I'm wondering, up there every couple of days, if I don't have a class, that's one of the places I always went. And later I discovered more parks and things. But when time was the essence, I had Langya Mountain in my backyard. Now, a cool thing about Langya, on what I call my side of the mountain, is there's some creeks and the water's always running. It's never dry. I've never seen anything ever try to dry up, maybe just once in a couple of years. So lots of nature, a good road to walk on, and you can go off the beaten path and see a few things. So very scenic. It kind of reminds you of, like where I live in Arkansas, it kind of reminds you of the Ozarks. It has that feel, and I guess that's why I always loved going up there. I had that feeling of being home. Real peaceful and all this. But when you get up to the top of Langya, and it's a slow grade. It's not a hard walk at all. It's not like you're going, it's nothing like that. It's a nice walk, but you go past some small waterfalls, and I'll get pictures of that. Maybe we'll have in another video. But at the top, at the pinnacle of the climb, you have the big Langya waterfall, which in that part of China it's a big deal. As far as waterfalls goes, maybe it's not that spectacular, but you're going to get to see I got just a few photos that you're going to get to see of the waterfall, but two of them you got to really use your imagination for what you're about to see. Going up there and taking pictures and talking with the visitors. There's always a lot of visitors, and they always want to practice their English. But you go up there and get some really good pictures of the waterfalls and the water pool down below, and off to another side is a cave that people can go in and take pictures. So it's nice. And the drunkard pavilion is pretty famous in Chinese folklore. But one day, you're going to see two of these pictures. One day, during the winter, and I hadn't been up there too much in the previous weeks, but we were in winter, and the holiday was just getting cranking, the winter holiday, and it finally got cold. I mean, it got cold enough to do something cold. And finally, one night it had started snowing. And I said, goody, 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 good. But it's cold. I mean, it's cold and wind blowing, And I wake up the next morning and we finally got what I call a real snow. And there in that part of China, real snow, 4, 5, 6 inches, at best. And we got, 4 or 5 inches, enough to get everything good and white and get the real feel of winter. And I woke up early. I had anticipated that waking up to snow, like a little boy. I was, oh my God, it's going to snow tomorrow. I can go out and play in the snow. And sure enough, it did. And so my thing was, let's gobble up a little bite of breakfast. Let's get my camera and a couple lenses, and let's take off up the mountain. And so I get out and I start hoofing up the mountain, and it's beautiful. It's really pretty. I love seeing that snow. And I'm thinking maybe some really good shots if I can get, without tiring out walking in the snow, if I can get up there to around the waterfall area, maybe get some really good pictures. And so I'm hoofing it, and I can tell I'm the only walk-in customer that people would have. I get up to the gate, and they wave to me, and I go through, and here I am, I'm off. And like I said, I can see the snow on the ground. I'm the first person on the mountain that day. Nobody in their right mind wants to go out on a bone-chilling cold day to walk on the mountain, except for me, photographer. So I get up to the waterfall, and oh my Lady Gaga, something special. I've never seen anything like it in the whole rest of my life, and I wish I was a better photographer then, and I wish I had not lost so many of the photos. The few photos that you're going to see are recovered photos from a USB gone bad, but I think you might get the picture of what I saw. I get up there, and the waterfall from the top to the bottom, on each side of the water's still running, but on each side it's icicles. It's all ice, and everything, of course, is running down with the way the water flows. And it was breathtaking, spectacular. And here I am. It's cold as a wedge. My fingers are hurting already, but I got to get some shots before I try to go back down the mountain. And there's nobody around me. I am totally alone. So, and just so happened, it was one of those days I did have my tripod with me. Lots of times I never carry a tripod, but I felt like, I'm a photographer now. I need a tripod. I'm going to look professional wherever I'm at. So I have my tripod. And I set up, and like I said, the pictures, I only got about 4 pictures. The 2 of them you're going to see does not do it justice. And I did not have a portrait, the up and down photo of the ice. But imagine a cold, snowy morning, just you and God and nature, and you have this beautiful waterfall running down, and all this ice on each side of the water. It was beautiful. It was spectacular. And that's probably the most memorable. Here I'm an English teacher. The most memorable morning I've had in photography. One of them, anyhow. And to see what I saw that day, you just have to use your imagination. And but Langya Mountain, we're going to be doing several photos from Langya in the future, because on the south side is where the temple and everything is at, and it's really beautiful over there too. But enjoy these few little photos I'm going to show you, and think about me, the old cold guy, walking alone in the cold, and the wind's blowing, and I'm snuggled up, okay? But you have a good day. And I hope I get to talk to you again soon, all right? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and just enjoy these little stories. They're just things that happen to me, all right? But anyhow, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. 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 Bye.